Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today we are featuring this from Mattel, new for 21, Masters of the Universe Fisto, the heroic hand-to-hand fighter with modern posing and retro play. I'm excited for this figure. Growing up in the 80s, Fisto was easily one of my favorite Masters of the Universe characters and toys. And I'm so happy that I finally have a much more modern rendition of him. Looking at the back, we have a really cool illustration here. The rugged fighter with the metal fist. Fisto uses his incredible strength to protect Eternia's enchanted forest. There we go. Looks awesome. We still need to get him. There's the robot horse. I can't remember the name. I apologize. I'm like going blank right now. This is Jitsu, right? There's a crazy version of. There's a crazy castle in the back. I don't know what that is. It's not Grayskull. There's like a winch, some sort of crazy thing on the. I don't know. If you know what this castle is in the background, leave a comment below. My mind's like blanking out. So he comes with a sword. You can twist him at the waist. Some of the other figures in the wave include He-Man, Faker, Skeletor, Fisto, and Evil Lyn. I purchased this figure at Walmart. I want to say maybe like a week ago, and right now it's October 7th, 2021. And I believe this figure's been available for some time now. I know I've been seeing on social media that some people are just getting it just now, but I think I might be like a wave or two behind. I think I'm not 100% sure. It's the Masters of the Universe stuff. It's always hard to come by in my neck of the woods. Where I live, it's very competitive, and it's like early bird gets the worm. So. Alright, so like the other figures we've gotten in the past, he comes with a cool little mini comic book. It's a nice throwback to the old 80s figures. It's really neat. There's a kind of like a small one-page, it's not even an instruction manual. It's just kind of a map that lets you know which parts are detachable. So if you have other Masters figures, you can easily like part swap. His head comes off, his arms. He detaches at the waist and the boots. Okay, so first impressions of the figure in the tray. It looks awesome. This is a really cool figure. So excited to have him in hand. Okay, so we're taking a look at Fisto. Alright, as you can see here, it's a really good rendition of the classic character, but with like modern figure engineering. The body and is pretty much what you come to expect from the Origins line. There's nothing like revolutionary going on as opposed to comparing it to the other figures. It's essentially using the same kind of like mold that we've gotten before with like the arms and legs and the torso. It's really neat, much like the old figure. You can remove his body armor. And the body armor, unlike the original one, the body armor was like a hard plastic. This one's pliable, a little bit softer. The sculpting and detail, it's really nice, as you can see here. All the little paneling, nice scribe lines. Nice silver paint. There's a bunch of rivets towards the upper chest. And he has the body's very familiar. Nice flesh tone. I really appreciate this flesh tone. It's a different flesh tone than He-Man. It's a little bit darker. Really cool figure. I love the beard. Yeah, this is great. So if you've handled one Masters of the Universe Origins figure, you've essentially handled them all. So there's nothing groundbreaking or new there. The one thing that's different is, I mean, he's called Fisto. So his right arm, he has this giant fisted metal glove right here. And it's awesome. So there's articulation here, but the articulation is not at the wrist. The articulation is mid-forearm, so it rotates here. I'm not sure if it unplugs, if this actually detaches or removes. According to the instructions, it didn't say anything about it. But if I had to guess, maybe you could soak this in like boiling water, and you could possibly, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe it'd be possible to pop this off. If you have taken off the silver fist, let me know. But it's really cool. I mean, it looks great. I love how his bracer on his left arm is painted silver also. It's a nice detail. Yeah, it's a great figure. It holds very true to the original. And if you're a fan of the original toy, you won't be disappointed. It's great. As for his sword, it's alright. I don't know. Is this the same sword that we've gotten with other figures, like maybe Triclops? Or is this a completely unique sculpt? I can't remember. But it's nice. Very long blade. The hilt has that kind of weird handle thing here. There is no storage for the sword, unfortunately. It would have been nice if they gave us like a small sleeve where you could slide it in, but there isn't one. So, you know, you just have to make do and just have them hold it. Which I'm not going to complain too much about. It works. Yeah, beautiful figure, nicely sculpted. And since we're on the subject of Fisto, bam, here he is, the old classic figure. So if it's like I said, this does a great job of recreating this guy. I think they have the same amount of rivets on the chest piece up here. It looks like they might have the same amount of panel scribes and the bands running across the torso. What I will give this figure more props in terms of the flesh tone. This flesh tone's a lot warmer. It's a lot brighter. It has a hint of red to it, so it brings the character to life a little bit more. This flesh tone's nice. I like it, but it's a little bit muted for my taste. I kind of like this one. This one's a little bit more bronze. Looks like he's been tanning more. I'm very glad that they kept the mustache the same. As you can see here, the sculpting and the shape and form of the mustache and his hair, it's very, very closely mimics the original. This one, just like the new one, his fist rotates. And much like the figures in the 80s, you know, they were missing some paint application, so his gauntlet here, it's not painted. It's just still strictly flesh toned. One thing the original figure has over the old one is that this was one of my favorite play features of this specific figure as a kid growing up. So the original Fisto, he was spring loaded at the waist, so you can actually wind him up, and he could throw a punch. And even his right arm is spring loaded, so he could like bash things in. Yeah, so that, in my opinion, in terms of playability, even though this guy has the ability to part swap, I think this is the superior figure in the sense that if you're a kid playing with it, it does something really cool. I love the spring-loaded feature. It's really befitting this character and his abilities, so it's awesome. Okay, so if I had to rate this figure numerically, it's hard to say. Part of me at first wanted to say a 9, just because like it's almost such a perfect match for this figure. But you know, I might knock a point or two off just because, you know, he doesn't have the cool like play features that the original had. You know, I was so fond of this guy for him being able to like do these cool things. You know, having the spring-loaded arm, the spring-loaded waist. So the original one right now can't be topped. I think this is, for me at least, a much more memorable, fun figure versus this one. But that's not to say that this figure isn't amazing. It's a brilliant modern take on this figure. It's, they really took this original design and brought this figure into the modern era with the modern engineering. So I think if you're a Masters fan, this really belongs in your collection. It goes without saying. Very excellent figure. So let's wrap this video up. Once again, my name is Lou. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for your comments, likes, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, take care of yourselves, be safe, collect lots of toys, and just enjoy your life. Alright, I'll see you later.